What is up, everyone? Travedo here with a Dragon Ball video. Since Dragon Ball Heroes is coming out, I'm making some Dragon Ball Heroes related videos, and I want to talk about the bad guys. Who the heck are these bad guys in Dragon Ball Heroes? So, to put it in a nutshell, they're basically called the Dark Empire. The Dark Empire, to begin, we should begin with their leader, and their leader is Mecha. So, Mecha, he's basically this really old demon god. Extremely old. I mean, the dude looks like he could be 1,000 years old with how wrinkly he is. This guy has a plan to become younger. Assumingly so, with him being younger, he'd be more powerful. With that power, he'd be able to take over all the multiverses and universes. And with that being said, they want to take over all the universes and multiverses and all the timelines. So, Mecha, being in his old state, he's still very powerful. He possesses a lot of magical powers. With these magical powers, he powers up his associates. So I'm going to begin to name all the people that are, the main members of the Dark Empire. So we have Toa, we have Mira, Dabura, the Mask Saiyan, Salsa, Gravy, Poutine, Shroom, King Vegeta, Zeno, and Fu. So those are the main core that have been the main bad guys of the series so far in Heroes. Now, there are other allies, and there are other people they take control of, such as Timebreaker Broly. This new Saiyan that's mysterious that we haven't seen before. They'll also take over, some Namekians and people of Frieza's army and stuff. So, all of this is being done by Mecha. He's in charge of all these people, and he uses his magic and dark energy in order to control them. Think about it similarly to Bibbidi and Bobbidi in Dragon Ball Z. In Dragon Ball Z, they would use, the Majin magic in order to control people. With that magic, it would give the person who's affected by the magic an increase in power. And it's basically the same concept right there, where with his demon magic, he's controlling these people for his will. Now, that's more so for the people that we know, like, Saiyans, Namekians. These demons, a lot of them like just working under Mecha. They're all for creating this new evil realm and worlds. Okay, so let's go to Toa. Toa, she's the female that if you play Dragon Ball Xenoverse, you definitely saw her. Her design's actually by Akira Toriyama. A lot of these characters have been designed by Akira Toriyama, by the way. It's not like some random fifth-party artist was the one that designed this, or they got it out of a fan comic and they said, hey, fan, can I use your work? No, like, these are characters made by people very close to the original storylines. So Toa, if you notice, she has the light blue skin. A lot of these demons, they look just like angels, just obviously they're evil. They possess a lot of crazy powers, just like the angels. They can go through time. Like I said, they have magic, so they definitely have powers that we probably haven't even seen revealed yet. But mind control is definitely a very powerful one. So she really, really wants to, take over all the multiverses and timelines. She's like Mecha is like number one assistant, or like number one leader, you could say. And she's kind of like the head honcho of all this. She knows that she's very powerful, and she loves it. She's pretty cocky. She feels like she can defeat anybody. Her and her partner, who will go to her partner now, her partner, who is Mira. Mira is really strong. Mira actually, he has like artificial strength too. Like, all of his strength does not come from him being a demon. Apparently, this guy is from Earth. He's actually an Earthling. He's actually been mixed with DNA, from like Saiyans. He even has like cells from Frieza's race, Namekians. This guy, he's kind of like Cell in a way, but like a godly version of Cell. So he is really strong. He gets very powerful very quickly. He wants to become the strongest person, fighting wise or power level wise, in all the timelines and all the multiverses and universes. And actually, in order to do this, he wants, part of Goku's genes. He, obviously he's heard of Goku. He's seen Goku. He wants part of Goku's DNA as well, so he can become the most powerful fighter. So he definitely wants a one-on-one with Goku. So going on to the next main member, Dabura. I'm pretty sure everybody remembers Dabura. Dabura from Dragon Ball Z. Yes, the Demon King. So all these three that I've mentioned so far, Towa, Mira, Dabura, they all actually end up becoming demon gods because of Mecha Kabura's, his magic and his power increase for them. So to go on next, the Masked Saiyan, which if you don't know by now, that is Bardock. However, they love Saiyans. They know that Saiyans are really strong. Like, that's their number one. That's their number one threat. The number one threat for them is definitely Saiyans, because these guys get so powerful. They have raw power. They have these transformations. They're definitely a threat to them. So to make them not a threat, hey, let's use our magic technology. Put these masks on them, and try to control them. The Masked Saiyan, you can kind of put a couple other people in there. So let's go to King Vegeta Zeno. The King Vegeta they get, he's also powered up with what they call a dark evolution. So when the demons basically get powered up, it's through a dark evolution. And a lot of the times, a lot of the beings get powered up through the Dark Dragon Balls. The Dark Dragon Balls will become part of a being, usually bad guys like Slug, Frieza, in the different timelines. And the Dark Dragon Balls are actually what Mecha Kabura needs in order to make himself young again. Those are the Dragon Balls that he's seeking in order to make his wish and become young again. All right? So, to talk about the Dark Dragon Balls before I finish with the main members, because Dark Dragon Balls is huge in this, the Dark Dragon Balls, they were scattered throughout the timelines in multiple, different scenarios and multiverses and stuff, by a brainwashed Dende, okay? So they brainwashed Dende in order to make the Dark Dragon Balls, and then with the Dark Dragon Balls, Mecha Kabura wants to become young again and powerful. Or more powerful, I should say, because he's pretty strong now. So, the Dark Dragon Balls are scattered around. They're on the hunt for these Dragon Balls to make their master, Mecha Kabura, youthful again. And with all this going on, it's like all their plans are gonna come true. Towa's gonna end up having like his evil garden across the universes. Mira's gonna end up the strongest in the universe. And hey, Dabura, who's actually brothers with Towa, he's Towa's brother, he can remain king, Demon King. So let's go on to Salsa and Gravy. The really funny names. So Salsa is actually a demon god as well. And he's one of the main guys. Gravy's he's like a magician who ends up a demon god as well. Pretty much everyone ends up a demon god minus like the normal mortals, like like Timebreaker, Bardock, Broly, etc. So Gravy's the other, and then we have Shroom. Shroom's really cool. Shroom kind of has like this like Grim Reaper kind of status. Like that's the kind of person he is. He's like the demon god of death, basically. He's younger. He's very powerful. and he really wants Mecha Kabura to be revived as well. So that's Shroom for you. Poutine, obviously, really funny name. She looks a little more innocent compared to the others. However, don't get it twisted. She's scary. She's also becoming a demon god in this series. And then we have Fu. So Fu is actually the child of Mira and Toa. We see him in the glasses. We know that he's going to be part of the first episode for sure of the Dragon Ball Heroes anime. And Fu, he's obviously going to be helping out his parents. He's going to be pretty powerful. He's going to have some intentions that are going to be exactly like theirs, a little different. But definitely, these bad guys are really cool. They're very organized. It's definitely the most powerful organized group, I would say. More powerful than the Red Ribbon Army from Dragon Ball, of course. That was like child's play, especially compared to now. When you go in the future, you have like Frieza's army. I mean, the Ginyu Force was pretty strong and stuff. Selling the androids were one thing as well, but these are definitely the top villains. They're god tier. They mess with the timelines, which we know is super taboo in Dragon Ball Super. They want to take over not one timeline, not two, but all of them, all the multiverses. So this is who these guys are. The Time Breakers. I really, really love the Time Breakers, especially because some of them are Saiyans and some of them look really cool. And I'm really, really hoping to find out who the new Saiyan is ASAP, because that guy looks like a serious threat, and maybe he might have some new Saiyan transformation. We've seen new transformations go into the other Time Breakers, like Super Saiyan 4 Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. These power-ups that these guys get in this series are awesome. Definite fan service, but I'm excited. If you liked anything I had to say, please like, please subscribe, and I definitely cannot wait to talk to y'all about Dragon Ball next time.